Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Ryan Taste Beer. Ryan Patrick Murphy here, and today I have the Lagunitas limited release Cappucinno Stout. I just happened to go to the beer store and I found this beer and another one I hadn't seen but I've heard about. Actually, I haven't heard of this one, I don't think. Maybe. I don't remember. Anyway, we're going to try it out. We're going to see if it's a good beer. It is 8.9% alcohol by volume. Oh boy, someone's getting toasted tonight. 29.5 IBUs with an OG of 1076. And you know, I always try to read the label here. They always put a little story around the label. They didn't put it around it this. Oh, here it is. There's a whole paragraph here. Oh geez. All right, let's see. Up until the summer of 2010, we'd always had a little ditty on the side here that was a paean to a good old hot cup of joe. It was built on the bones of the 23rd Psalm and went something like, "Coffee is my shepherd, I shall not." But that was where the trouble started. Turns out talking about coffee's happy side on ale label is verboten now in America. So the things that I'm allowed to say about it are that the coffee is delicious, that the ale is delicious, and that together they are not worse than the sum of their individual deliciousnesses, most of which are delicious. This label is glued on real well too, and we make damn sure there are no holes in the glass and that the cap stays put. We are proud of this and wish to brag about it on this label, which is allowed by law. Thanks. And they say to call them at their number. So, Lagunitas Cappucinno Stout, let's open it up. For this glass, or this beer, I really wasn't sure what glass I should be using, so I just went for my tulip glass that I had been using for a lot of the tastings. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, you can see the coffee is definitely affecting the head on this. Oh, there we go. A little bit. Alright. We're going to just take a little smell. We do get some head there, which surprised me a little bit, but we still got some. I do get a hint of coffee in the aroma. It's very, very subtle, but it is there. I mean, you could tell. You know, it's not like you just, I just smelled a cup of Folgers or anything, but it's just a slight coffee aroma. I don't smell anything else besides it, but it's not overwhelming. You know, it goes with the beer, I guess. Well, I guess I haven't really tasted it yet, so. Wow, that is really good. I haven't drank a lot of cappuccino in my life, so I don't really know whether this tastes like cappuccino, but the coffee isn't overwhelming. You get a little bit of sweetness in here, not a lot, just a little bit. You do get a little bit of the coffee. I do want to say this bottle cost probably $4.50, $5 for 22 ounces, 1 pint, 6 ounces, 22 ounces, which isn't bad. The Lagunitas has been pretty good about that. Wow. I would say it does qualify as a coffee beer. I have no argument with that. But it's not totally punch you in the face, "Hey, I have a lot of coffee here, like me." It just accents it, I guess. It's a good accent to the stout. You know, you got the roasted malts in here. I think it's a good beer. I like it. I'd have to say it's probably one of the better coffee beers I've had. My favorite one's actually being from where this glass comes from, but this actually is pretty good. I like it. It's, you know, It's probably the same reason why people drink cappuccinos, because it's not coffee in your face, but cappuccino stout, alright. But I think it probably would have helped if I'd had a cappuccino, you know, so I would kind of know what to expect, but, or what to compare with. But I think for a coffee beer, this is pretty good. I'll give it 4 out of 5. You probably notice a lot of times I give things 4 out of 5 and don't go much above there. You have to be a pretty great beer to go above 4 for me. I mean, you gotta be really, really good. So I try to reserve my 5s a lot. This, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 4.5. 4.5. I'll give this. It's a really good stout. I will give it 4.5. But you gotta be really, really good to be a 5 in my book. And so I try not to just throw 5s out. But I don't see anything really wrong with it. I almost could give it a 5, honestly, but I've had better coffee beers that I did give a 5 to. But you know, this is also trying to be a cappuccino stout, not a coffee stout. And so I think that kind of, it hurts it just because I don't know what a cappuccino tastes like. So, cheers. See you next time, folks. Keep drinking good beer.